Can you afford to live full-time in your RV? Today we're going to talk to you about our budget and how we afford to live full-time in our RV and travel.
So one of the questions we asked ourselves before going full-time is, can we financially make this work?
And what was our answer?
As full-time RVers, we make a lot less money than when we had our career jobs. So, and we knew that going in. We knew we had to do a lot of work camping. We knew we had to make money while on the road. We are not retired, so our Workamping Jobs is our only form of income. And we wondered if we could make it. Well, we threw together the numbers, and the main thing we found out is we had a budget previously, actually, but it had to be completely thrown out the window and reevaluated, obviously, because we'll be making a lot less money. I mean, less than half. Oh, or
a lot less than half.
Yeah, less than half of what we were making while we were in our career jobs. So, to us, a budget is very important.
And when we were in the sticks and bricks, we didn't follow our budget quite as closely as we do now.
That's true.
Because we didn't have to.
Right.
Wish we had more over the years, because we probably would have saved a whole lot more. But that's back then.
Right. Now
we really watch our budget.
Yeah. And we tend to, sometimes we'll spend over on some things and we'll spend less on others. Mm-hmm. But as long as we keep focus on that, we know what our limits are. And sometimes, like I said, we will go over on certain things, as we'll talk about here in a bit, and I'll go over all the numbers with you. Okay, so there's certain tools that we use for our budget. One of those is our banking app. One I use is Mint. Mint.com. It's an online budgeting tool that we use. And I mean, it has its pluses and minuses. It has some quirks to it. But that's the one I'm using right now. And along with our banking app. And another thing is we use a spreadsheet that has all the categories on it. We actually, I mean, there's a lot of places online you can find RV spreadsheets and RV budgets and that kind of thing. We found ours through Chicory Travels website. They have a very good website there. It talks about all kinds of RVing and RV financials. And that's where I downloaded our spreadsheet, and you can fix it however you like. You can change the categories or what. Just be careful, you're going to mess up the formulas. But I'm not a Excel guru, so I kind of rely on theirs to make mine work.
So if you guys haven't watched Chicory Travels, go ahead and check out their YouTube channel.
Yeah, we'll put a link to it in the description below as well. So, and they've been doing it for quite a bit longer than we have. So, yeah. And they actually just got Arctic Fox fifth wheel, which we love. I mean, we're happy with our Grand Design Reflection, but I mean, if we had to do it over, we would have definitely got an Arctic Fox fifth wheel, maybe someday down the road. So I'm going to go over some of the numbers with you. Last year we made a net amount of $37,000. Right, it was $37,045 was our net. Of course, that's what we're going to have to go by because that's what our spendable income is. I'll go over some of the highlights of this. Business expenses, as a total category, we spent $512. Most of that was professional fees. It was $435. That was to our tax accountant. We had each charged us individually for each state. We had 2 different states we had to file in, plus our federal income tax. So it was that was $435 of it right there. Our web hosting was $127, so that's almost all the money right there.
So we go back to the tax guy.
Yeah.
This year you did your own taxes.
Right.
And saved us how much?
Well, it was $140.
Yeah.
So that was a lot less expensive. Me just going out on a limb and doing it myself. We had some other issues like selling houses and
right, yeah.
different things like that we had in the past, and we just used him one more year. I mean, I used to do our taxes a long time ago.
Yeah, we did. Mm-hmm.
But dues, subscriptions, and savings, we spent a total of $2,766 on this category. Now this includes like all of our camping memberships, like Passport America, Harvest Host, Good Sam Club, which is, we're not members of the Good Sam Club anymore as far as the discounts for campgrounds, but we are, we do use Good Sam as our roadside assistance, and that's $150 a year. Amazon, and we have Amazon Prime, we use that a lot. That's $120. But the biggest expense for us was our savings, $2,400. Is we try to put away, well, we definitely put away $200 a month together
toward our
savings,
yeah, toward our
retirement
savings.
I know we can put away more than that in our IRA, but we feel like $200 a month is
about all we can manage right now.
Yeah, acceptable amount. Entertainment. That's going to be a pretty high one. I mean, we're out here to have fun. We're out here to see the country and
have great experiences.
Right. Our total entertainment was right at $5,900. Gifts is part of that, and that was $1,282. We budget $100 for gifts.
A month.
A month, right. So we came in just over that at $107 a month.
And that's cut way back from what we were when we were living in sticks and bricks.
I mean, we send our kids something for their birthdays. We send our grandkids something for their birthdays. And then you got Christmas time. So I think we did pretty good as far as
I think we did
goes.
too.
One of the things that our attractions was $384, which was only $32 a month. And another higher expense was electronics and gadgets. We bought a camera last year. That was around $500. We bought
your gimbal. Gimbal, I was close.
Yeah, that was about $100. And what else did we buy?
Your Wi-Fi extender.
Oh, no, we bought the...
whatever it is you bought.
The cell booster.
Yeah, that's it.
The WeBoost cell booster. That was another $500. We were up in South Dakota in the middle of the Black Hills. We had absolutely no service at all. Well, we had just a little bit.
Right.
We could not stream or anything. We got the cell booster, and it made a world of difference.
It sure did.
So to us, it was worth it. We had air travel on there, too. We had a grandchild born. Barbara went to North Carolina, flew in to see the new grandchild, and then unfortunately Barbara's sister passed last year, and she flew home to see her. So part of our entertainment gifts is breweries and buying beer and stuff like that. Wine. We actually budgeted $200 a month for this. We actually spent $222 a month.
Sadly.
Well, it's a total of $2,668. I mean, our total for entertainment was $5,891. which is a lot of money. But like I said before, we're out to do some experiences in that. One of our things is we like checking out breweries in the different towns.
Yeah, and I don't think we're willing to give it up, but we are willing to cut it back a little bit, just to save a little bit of money.
Brewery is food. This is going to be one of the higher ones for everyone. Eating out in restaurants, we only budgeted $100 a month. We actually ended up going pretty far over that. We ended up spending $159 a month on that, $1,907 for the year.
We're going to make that less this year.
Yes, we are.
A lot less.
Groceries, we budget $600 a month for this category. We came in at $572 a month for last year, but that's still $6,862.
Well, and two, we spent a lot of our, most of our summer up in South Dakota. South Dakota, to us, the meat and all that was a little bit higher.
And the produce. And
the produce was higher. So like that right now we're in Arizona. The produce, but the meat in particular is a lot lower. Just some great deals on meat. So we try to do this whenever we hit a spot where we find some decent prices on groceries. We try to load up. So before we leave here, I'm going to try and get our freezer as full as we can.
Health. So over-the-counter vitamins and over-the-counter stuff like that. We do take vitamins every day. And that we actually spend $52 a month on vitamins, which is $2 a month over our budget of $50.
What vitamin are we going to get rid of?
I don't know. We spent $625 last year on vitamins and over-the-counter type medicines.
Well, and now this year we had my HSA. So before I left my real job, I put the maximum amount of money that I could into my health savings account. So we're still using that money. Actually, it'll run out probably the next time I buy my prescriptions.
Yeah.
So we'll be out of that money.
Well, prescriptions we only spent $6 a month on. That's why.
Right, but
we used that health savings account money.
Right, but this year it's going to be a whole lot more money when we buy my prescriptions.
Right.
Well, in yours too.
So, and that includes doctor appointments and dentists and hospitals. Luckily, we didn't have any hospital bills, but the total for health with all that was $817 for the year.
That's not bad.
No. And that's less than what we budgeted. Because I budgeted $50 a month for doctors, we spent $88 for the whole year.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's because of our insurance. It covered all the well checks. We're going to go to that next.
Yeah. Yeah. Insurance. So insurance is a huge cost for us. It's a huge number. We have life insurance on both of us. We pay $134 a month on. Not sure how long we're going to keep that, but it's $1,600 a year. We had that money in our budget. All this money is budgeted exactly what our payment is. So I did have to raise our medical insurance over last year's for this year. Last year for our health insurance it was $187 a month.
For both of us. For
both of us. And this year it's going to be $210. So RV insurance is $66 a month. It's right at $800 for the year. And I do pay that yearly, but I budget it monthly at $66 a month. Truck insurance is I have a budget of $145 a month. And we spent right at that, obviously, $136 actually. That's $1,600 for the year. So our total for insurance is $6,300.
Are we insurance poor?
Yes, we are. A lot of people are.
I know.
Unfortunately,
that's true.
We have to reevaluate what we have to have and what we don't have to have.
Yeah.
But our medical insurance is the highest of that. And that's right at $2,300 a month.
We kind of feel like we have to have that medical insurance. The first year that we started after we left our jobs, You know, we went from May 1st to December without insurance, and we kind of kept our fingers crossed and prayed nothing would happen because, you know, that kind of scares us. So, and our health insurance now really is only major medical. It doesn't cover, I mean, the deductible's like what, $8,000?
Right, each.
Yeah, each. So that's major medical maintenance.
Next thing would be personal care. That includes clothing, laundry, haircuts, stuff like that. Anything that has to do with us keeping our personal hygiene right.
Do we do that?
Well, we spent $112 a month total, $1,343.
Hey, we're low maintenance.
And well, our budget is $135 a month, so we were under budget on that.
By $1.
Yeah.
We're good.
RV expenses. So this is going to be another high one, as we have our campground fees included in this one. Home goods, RV stuff. I budget $50 a month. We ended up spending $76 a month on that. So we did go over budget on that, and $907 for the year. Repairs and maintenance, we spent $470. Repairs and maintenance, we spent $48 for the year. Sound better?
For the year?
Yeah.
That's all we spent?
Yeah. That's just buying stuff like to clean the RV, to deal the seals around.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's knocking on some wood.
Okay. You better find some real wood.
But the highest one was campground fees. Okay. Actually, I budgeted $500 a month on that. And we ended up spending $470 a month. Our biggest problem on spending money at campgrounds is when we head to Florida for the month of January. Of course, that's when all the snowbirds are down there. And the prices for RV parks is just crazy. We try to find a place that's convenient for us to get to our doctor's appointments in part of Florida.
And visit with our children.
And visit with our child, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we really miss them.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, we see them more though when we go and spend that time with them than we probably do all year.
Right. Well,
previously.
When we lived in our house.
Except for maybe Andrew and his kids.
Right. We didn't get to see our daughters that often. Usually it was just a weekend at a time, like to go to our Angela's house down in South Florida. We would see them a few hours and we'd have to come back home. Mm-hmm. And same thing when we went to North Carolina to see our older daughter. We were there for just a few days and then we came back home. Now when we go, we stay like for a week or two. Right. So we get to spend really good quality time with them.
Mm-hmm. And we're usually there from morning till night.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes the kids come home with us and sleep with us here.
That's true. The grandkids, yeah.
Yes.
On the campground fees, I know there's a lot of people that spend a lot more than that.
Or a lot less.
Or a lot less. I mean, we're going to have to start doing some more boondocking and
sure.
that kind of stuff. And like I said, make sure that the place where we're working pays a bigger portion of that.
Or all of it would be good.
Yeah, all of it. That would
all
be
of it would be a really good goal.
Yeah. Next would be utilities, paid for. Dump fees, we never paid for that. Phone is our highest expense in the utilities department. $80 a month is what we spend for our 2 phones.
That's cheap.
Yep. And we only have 65 budgeted, which we would have hit that no problem, but we had to buy a new phone for you. So.
And this year we're probably going to have to buy a new phone for you.
Well, that's possible. True. Propane, we only spent $300 on propane last year. Averaged $25 a month. Our budget for propane is $30 a month. And even when we were in a lot of cold areas last year, we still only paid that much.
That's because I won't let you run the heat as high as you want to.
That's true.
I don't like to be hot.
And we use our fireplace. We use our space heater.
Sure.
So that helps
out.
Yeah, we
do. It does help a lot.
Television, we have $50 a month budgeted on that. We only spent $35 a month. I know these are just small amounts, but they do add up over the year. Like that, we spent $423 for the year. But that is a lot lower. That's for streaming like Netflix and Hulu and those things. Because that's how we watch TV. Internet is really low. We only have $24 a month budgeted on that, and that's what we spend for our AT&T Mobley, which we got about 3 years ago, and we love it. Unlimited internet. Next, so our total utilities was $1,972 for the year. That's with everything: phone, propane, television, internet, all that. Vehicle expenses. For fuel, I budgeted $400 a month. We spent $285 a month on the average. Of course, when we're traveling, we spend more.
Right.
But when we're sitting, especially during our summer job, we spend a lot less. I'll give you, for instance, in June, $121
For the whole month.
for the whole month. In July, it was only $77.
Wow. So
That's
we
one
only
tank of gas.
right. So we only lived a quarter of a mile from where we worked, and we did drive because we'd get out at night and it'd be dark, and the roads were really dark over there, and they were afraid of mountain lions.
Mm-hmm.
So we just decided it would be better to take the truck.
Yeah. But that was for fuel expenses, way under budget. Maintenance and repair, we spent $96 a month. That is over a budget of $50. We had to buy new tires, for one thing.
Well, there was something else.
Yeah.
Oh, just oil changes.
Just oil changes.
Oil changes.
I mean, if we just went to oil changes, it'd be fine.
Right.
That's what put us over the top was the tires.
You have to buy DEF fluid, which probably is in there.
Oh yeah, you're right. DEF fluid is in there.
And your gas additive that you use.
Yep.
So all of that stuff probably adds up. I mean, it's not super expensive, but it adds up.
Our registration was only $157. That only breaks down to $13 a year. That's for Florida registration for a truck. So anyway, we have about $3,100 a month budgeted.
But
for expenses. But what?
This is why it's so important to have an extra chunk of change in a savings account.
Yeah.
We
end up spending $3,300 a month. Actually, $3,312. So we went over our budget by $200 a month. That's $2,400 a year. That's quite a bit.
Yeah. So we've ended up having to take a little bit out of our savings, which is not what we wanted to do, but...
Right. But that's why it's there, if we have things come up. But also, too, we made tips last year at Prairie, which we didn't even put in our income.
Right. So this year we're really going to have to tighten up our bootstraps.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be making more money at Yellowstone, too.
And we don't have to pay for our spot.
We don't have to pay anything for our spot. Last year we had to pay half the money for our spot. Anyway, that's the bottom line, is you got to stay pretty much in line with your budget, or have some money in savings to cover what you went over.
Yeah.
We didn't want to go into that money, but we did. And it's all a learning experience. How much can we save? What can we do to make things cheaper?
Yeah. So if you don't get anything else out of this, but maybe just try to download a budget. Really try to follow it.
Yeah, stick to it if you can, and
you
learn over year to year. Okay, what do I need to raise my budget on this category, and maybe decrease it on another category until you get it right. And there's always going to be some unnecessary expenses, especially with RVing.
Right, you never know.
You're going to have. That's why it's important to have a backup plan and some savings.
Right.
In there. But check that website for Chicory's Travel. Really like their website and what they have to say, and their YouTube channel.
Yeah, we really enjoy watching their YouTube videos. They've given us a lot of useful information that we've used over the years. When we go somewhere, the first thing we look up is the top 10 free things to do in this area.
Exactly. And last year it really helped us out, even though we spent more money, is our VIP card with Prairie.
Exactly. That was amazing. And then we do have a video on that.
Right.
Crystal, go ahead and put an attachment here for it.
Yeah, we'll put a link on there for that, and all our Workamping Jobs. And if you have any comments, please comment below. And if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe to our channel if you'd like.
Thanks so much for watching. We appreciate it.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.